Hello guys, today I want to just talk about the game in general. I feel like I've been very negative towards the game lately, but we're starting to see some signs that they are trying to do their best to improve, and of course they still have stuff to work on. But I just want to bring out some of the good things they've been doing. Like this event, the rewards is amazing. You could probably just get most of these if you just set up for a proper team and then a couple of times just ran in and did some of them. And I think the Crystal Clash event overall was pretty good. It's just that you need to run around and look for the geodes to plunder. That is the annoying part. How that's set up. If they just work out a better way to do that, I think this is a great event actually. Because of the resources you gain. You get temporal essence, you get tidal essence, you get stellar crystals. This is a great bonus to get. And actually I think that you could get most of it by just setting a proper defense. So you don't have to put a lot of effort in. Probably not be able to get the 2.5k temporal essence one. I think you could get plenty of the other stuff just for setting a defense. And teaming up with someone. Like if you get like 1.5k in what's like 10 days, that's a lot. Like we're halfway through and I've gotten like 16k. So that's probably what you would get if you do just do the defense. So you're probably able to buy out the same amount that I've done now if you just do the defense. And just clicking buttons and inviting people so you can put the defense together and get all these resources. That's pretty solid, right? Even though the event itself might not be that enjoyable. I have enjoyed some stuff with it, but not running around looking for ones to attack. I also want to bring up the clan reputation. Just a nice way to do a daily quest and getting some really nice rewards like diamonds, Bronco essence they're apparently called. Also a Duras token, some essence and XP, gold, titles. Just very solid, to be honest. And this one is already completed by now. This is also very solid. Like, well, you need to do 2 quests to get 1 of these, but it's still really solid. That also brings us to the newest event. I know I bashed it a bit yesterday because I saw this daily thing where it says complete Arcane Labyrinth 1. Here it says 1 battle on a duel, but here it says complete Arcane Labyrinth 1. So I thought it was an entire run of Arcane Labyrinth. It wasn't. So it's also just 1 battle. Do I still think that they should do something to improve it so you want to go in and do Arcane Labyrinth more often? But I think they should do the same, like here. Go back to rotating them between Honor Duel and Arcane Labyrinth in the weekly. So 1 week is Honor Duel, 1 week is Arcane Labyrinth. And my suggestion also was that make it seasonal. So the additional difficulties are seasonal, and instead of giving epic invite letters, they give stellar crystals, maybe 1 or 2 for completing a run the first time. And then we can compare the weekly in here. It would give the same stuff as Honor Duel, but instead of invite letters, it would give epic invite letters. Just to spice things up, because right now, except for Dream Realm, there's not a giant PVE mode that gives you resources weekly like that. Sure, now we got guild supremacies, but that's guild based. But all these rewards in here is also, they're also one time, and you don't know how often you'll be able to defeat this. And it's open for 40 days. So these later on in the difficulties probably gonna take a couple of days to complete. So you can't count with that as like weekly or daily stuff. But just improving the Arcane Labyrinth would be amazing. I hope that's their next step. They've already gone in and fixed a lot with Honor Duel. Or I don't know if they fixed it, but at least they patched it and try to make it more fun and enjoyable for a lot of people. And they try to balance out the teams and artifacts. That's a great thing. It might not be perfect, but at least they are doing something. They're taking actions. Props to them, to be honest, for doing that. And just do the same with Arcane Labyrinth. Give Arcane Labyrinth like a bit of love. Change things up. Give it a weekly event or bi-weekly. Rotate them around so people don't feel like they need to go in and do the same thing, exact same thing every week. That way the people that are in Labyrinth can go in and get some rewards for enjoying a mode as well, because everyone doesn't like doing PvP stuff. So it would be nice to also have a weekly reward for doing PvE stuff. And sure, we get stuff from Dream Realm, but that's daily, right? We have AFK stages, but once you get above a certain stage, you only get the essence anyways, so the reward for PvE is already done for the season in there. Same goes for Legend Trials, and that's not really, wouldn't even call that a mode in this sense. Like, you go in, you set your team, and you have these rules where you can only use the faction. So you basically go for the strongest heroes you have in that faction and just press battle. Arcane Labyrinth can be a bit different with all the different power-ups and so on. So please go ahead, give Arcane Labyrinth a bit of love, especially now when people have an incentive to do it. It would just be so nice to have another PvE mode, because I actually like Arcane Labyrinth, but I'm not doing it now because I don't want to get bored of it when it doesn't give me anything. Sure, you get the weekly stuff, or the guild gets weekly guild chest. I jumped in again because I wanted to show you like the rankings, but based on your rankings, your guild gets guild chest as well. I usually try and jump in and get one just so I'm ranked, but that's not enough for me to be like, oh, I need to do this every week. But now we got a bit of an incentive to do it. Just give us a bit more, and people gonna start doing it and thinking about this as a good thing. And then you can bring in future events that does more with Arcane Labyrinth and Oniju, because then people's like, oh, even more additional rewards. Because right now it's just jumping in and doing it. Sure, we only need to do one battle for the supremacy, so that's not too bad. But just go in and make the game mode feel rewarding instead. And people won't have a bad feeling when events or modes come out where it requires us to do these other modes that we might not enjoy without getting the rewards for it as well. Because then it just feels like a bit of a waste of time. And I think that's it. I just wanted to go with a more positive video. Of course, they're actually going in the right direction, if you're asking me. The only thing we need more of is temporal essence. However, with the Crystal Clash, we got some additional. Let's be honest, they want to make money. Before there is a new way to power creep, they won't give us insane amounts of temporal. So people still go in here and buy this bundle. I have bought it. I might actually buy it again, but before I do, I want to see some more changes to the game before I give them more of my money. The only thing right now I will keep up with is the Zacess, if I have to. I haven't even bought this one. I'm still trying to figure out if I should, just because the rate up letters and then also the epic invite letters. There's not really anything I need right now where I need to spend my summons, but it would just be nice to save up a lot of summons for the next season. And why that nice to have, you might ask? Because we don't know what the next season will be. We don't know how they will change the heroes, or who will get a seasonal buff, Or, for example, like the season abilities here, we don't know who is gonna be powerful next. So actually starting saving up invite letters is probably a good idea. If you have like proper teams set up and there is not a hero like you must have right now to complete different modes or be able to compete in PvP stuff, for example. If you're in the similar situation as I am, I know I spent a decent amount of money on the game. Brought that up in the last video as well. But if you get into this stage of the game as well, where you're only having like one more, or for example, would it be nice to get the hewing up a bit? Sure. But I'm not gonna start wasting summons
Respect the growth.
just to get hewing up. Sure, could I roll and get more heroes up so I could get Paragon eventually? Yes. But right now I'm ranking like top 10. Except for the days I have really bad RNG. And I'm actually pushing up in champion as well. So I don't need anything else. I don't need that Paragon right now. Would it be nice to have? Sure. But it would even take me a long time to get it, because I don't have a lot of copies saved up either right now. So you start saving up if you're at a similar place like mine. You're ranking high, you're staying in champion, you're doing decent in battle drills, and now the guild supremacy. We will see like in a week how that mode really is. And when the difficulties start to going up, how many people need to attack them and so on. But if you're in a place like me, just start saving up. Because I don't know, I might summon for Ludovic, or however you call it, whatever you call him. But I won't be using my normal summons or my epic invite letters for a while. Unless they do something drastic. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.